probably the biggest game on planet Earth. And now this grand game enters its 6th decade. We welcome you to Santa Clara and Levi's Stadium for Super Bowl 60. Coming up, a battle here in the NFL playoffs. It's the AFC champion New England Patriots and the champions of the NFC, the Detroit Lions. Wherever you are, welcome to America's great sports day. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen, Super Bowl Sunday, 195 different countries know all about it. They're watching, Greg, and for the players, this moment. They've built so much, and now it's here. A chance to take the field in the biggest football game.
We hear all week, Mike, from every team leading up to the Super Bowl. For the players that have been here before, there's such an advantage. You know what to expect. You know what pregame feels like. You know how to handle the emotions leading up to it. But for the new players, the new coaches, no matter how much you tell them, there's still an element of uncertainty that really doesn't hit you until that ball is kicked off. So who handles it better? Who's more prepared for this stage? We're a couple minutes from finding out, and man, I think we are in for a great game.
After all the hype, it's finally time for football. It's Super Bowl Sunday, and off we go on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So the Lions come out, and they are led again by Jared Goff. Already year 10 in the league, and half of those 10 with the Lions. Remember, took the Rams to a Super Bowl as well. What a year last year, Greg. Second in passing yards in the NFL.
All week long, they just keep telling themselves it's just another game, and then reality sets in. And I promise, as he takes the field right now, Mike, the thoughts and the emotions swirling around his head, he's got to do his best to harness it. These are the games that legacies are built upon. He understands, even though he's had this long journey, he is going to be judged based on these next 4 quarters. A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 7. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to avoid the early 3 and out, they face 3rd and a yard. Off the play fake, here's Goff. Catch is made by Wright. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Pickup. And the Lions 1st down.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a 1st down.
Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
How would you like to be this running back here? You get the ball, you're thinking, all right, get through the line, and next thing you know, the big old D tackle's just waiting for you there in the hole. Nowhere for you to go as he takes you down for a loss.
On 2nd down, Goff. That's right side and into the hands of Tismar. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really smart play, especially considering how early it is in the game. If something's not there, don't force it. Just throw it away and play the next snap.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, it's gone. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. A gain of 11 there as the decision to go for it pays off.
First down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Here's the first carry for the Iowa State Cyclone. David Montgomery. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. Here's Goff. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's gone. Catch is made. That is Williams. It'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Bates' kick is good. And the Lions will take a 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. So here come the Patriots, and Greg, they are led by their second-year quarterback, the number 3 overall pick in 2024 out of North Carolina. It's Drake May.
You just can't imagine the emotions and the thoughts swirling around his head as he takes the field on this opening drive, Mike. I mean, you think of the journey they've been on, their regular season, that gauntlet of playoff games through the AFC playoffs, and now here they are. He's taking the field as the starting quarterback in the Super Bowl, and he's 4 quarters away from living out his dream.
And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
On second down, it's May. Open man, Demario Douglas. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
On 4th down, Bryce Baringer out to punt for New England. Deep for the Lions, Holly Freeman. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Lions offense ready to get going with their second possession. They had the field goal on the opening drive to take the early lead, see if they can improve on it here. 3-0 is our score, and it's 1st and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he'll bring this to about the 25. Jalen Hawkins there on the tackle.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Gibbs. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Goff to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. 17 yards, the gain there. Good for a Lions first down.
17 yards. First down, Detroit.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. If you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And they finally wrestle him down at the Lions' 26-yard line. That pickup, good for 29 yards.
If you have a shot to bring him down early, you just can't miss, Mike. Not against a runner like this. If he slips that first tackle, you can see how much more he can add to a run.
First down, and they stick with Gibbs. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. Back-to-back, some nice runs. This one good for 11, and another first down.
First down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
It is 2nd and 9. Laporta in motion. Goff gives it to Gibbs. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. To throw is Goff. That's going to be incomplete. And it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field. And then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3? And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. This one taken at the 7. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this opening quarter. So, 1 quarter down here on Super Bowl Sunday. It's the Lions who have the early lead. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. Time for the second quarter. Patriots with the football as they are set to start the drive with 1st and 10. Way ahead for a gain of 2. DJ Reader, as usual, from that interior spot with the play.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7. Working out of the gun. It's May. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. Kayshon Boutte was the one he was looking for. And that'll set up 4th down.
So I don't hate this call, Mike. You think it's 3rd and short, everyone's at or near the line of scrimmage. There's a lot of green grass downfield in the passing game. Traditionally, though, I'm a little more comfortable with this call when you've made the decision that even if it falls incomplete, you're going for it on 4th down. So I don't love 3rd and short bomb punt. I do love 3rd and short. Okay, you fail. I'm going to go for it on 4th down.
Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a 1st down.
1st down, Detroit.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
And he's going to have a 1st down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
Goff with the give to Montgomery. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Laporta in motion. Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and Frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
3rd and 6. Throwing, Goff. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Three for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Lions will open up a 9-0 lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So after his field goal, Bates back out to kick this one away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Patriots offense headed back to take over once more. And so far, 2 drives, 2 punts, no first downs. Not a winning formula as they start drive number 3. It's Henderson to start this drive. And a hard-earned yard as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
They're going to put a man in motion to the right. May to throw on 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
9 yards to go.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
A pickup there of 13. First down, New England.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Patriots first down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's clear whatever they were trying to set up was not going to work. He went through his entire progression, had nobody to throw the ball to, and just kind of surrenders the play and throws it away.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Off the bootleg. Here's May. That's complete to Stephon Diggs. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Now an injury timeout, and it looks like it's Stephon Diggs who's having an issue. Without question, something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Off the play fake, it's May. Short pass caught by Henry, tight end.
Complete to Hunter Henry. Out of bounds at the 41-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 8. Here's May again. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Austin Hooper was the intended target.
8 yards to go.
And third down coming up. May to the air once more. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big third down pickup for a first down. That's the second time they found him on this drive, and this one's good for 24 yards. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Throw again is May. Pass caught right side by Henry. And he's going to be marked out of bounds down at the 3. It's a gain of 13, and it's 1st and goal.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back.
That one, take it in. Touchdown, Patriots.
That was just too easy, Mike. It's just straight man coverage. Great route by the receiver on the slant. You just can't give up an inside release deep in your own end zone because, as you just saw, it's pitch and catch.
Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Pats will cut it to a 2-point lead.
That's the score, Lions 9, Patriots 7.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That's over the middle, caught by Tesla. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
9 brings up 2nd and a yard at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and a yard. On play action, Goff. Catch is made by Wright. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. 1st down, Detroit.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Brought down at the 48-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From a couple yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. On the handoff, this is Gibbs. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. A big play here in the big game. 38 yards.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space, and man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up 1st and goal.
Here's Gibbs. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
At the 9-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
2 minutes to go. First half in a 2-point game. Back for more on Super Bowl Sunday. After this, another shot at it from the 9. 2nd down and goal. One more time, they try Gibbs. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
This defense doing a great job here facing this goal-to-go situation, especially on that last play. 2 stops down, and now the pressure really ramps up for this offense as they face 3rd and goal.
Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout. They'll talk things over before 3rd down. Throwing here is gone. That one taken in, middle of the end zone. Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Touchdown, Lions. It felt like they needed a touchdown. Greg, in the worst way, after getting those early field goals to find the end zone. Big boost for this offense.
And it felt like they really needed it. As you said, Mike, to come away with 3 previous drives ending in field goals and not being able to cross it over the goal line for 6, it starts to wear on you as an offense. You start having a little doubt saying, hey, can we finish any of these drives? Now they finally do, and we can expect this to kind of start to roll throughout the rest of this game.
Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense and Stephon Diggs heading back out on the field. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's May. That one complete to Hollins. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
And the Patriots.
Gain of 13 for number 13. And a 1st down.
38-yard line.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
They get 14 on that hookup. Good for a Patriots 1st down.
48-yard line.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. He's got his big tight end, Henry.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. May to throw again. Hauled in by the tight end, Henry. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
At the 27-yard line.
Throwing now is May. That'll be caught. It's Travion Henderson. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Here's 1st and 10. It's the tight end, Henry, in motion. On 1st and 10, here's May. He's got it inside the 5. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle's made here at the 3-yard line.
First down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
So we've hit half here out west, and we'll send it back east to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to kickoff of this 2nd half. Two quarters left in the NFL season as we decide a champion. Back underway here at the Super Bowl. Crazy. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with 1st down. Give to Henderson, running right. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll go play action with May. That one taken in by Douglas. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Running these underneath crossing routes, you wouldn't imagine lead to a lot of explosive plays, but when done right, if you can get the receiver in open space and get the ball in their hands, there's a lot of opportunity for big run after the catch and generate chunk plays.
On 3rd down, Henderson.
The tackle by Jack Campbell. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Patriots ready for the punt.
Formation for the Patriots.
Fair catch made here. The drive will start at the 23-yard line.
First and 10.
That's Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit offense heading out for their next possession. The cushion is 9 as they begin this drive with first and 10. On the ground, Montgomery to start the drive. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
Here's second and 9. They'll run the draw with Gibbs. And this will be a Lions first down as he gets this up past the 35.
36-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Detroit.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
Back at the 32.
Every rookie that finds themselves in the lineup, Mike, they're trying to make plays that keep them in the lineup. Continue to show your coaches they can trust you as a young player in this league. And he continues to make plays like this. He's going to find himself in the lineup more and more often as the year unfolds.
On second down, go. It's caught by the tight end, Laporta. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
And it's third down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big.
Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
On fourth down, Lions going to send out the All-Pro from a season ago, Jack Fox to punt. Back deep is Marcus Jones. And he looks up, he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. It's Henderson. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Second and 11. Working out of the gun. It's May. He takes off. They get an even 20 on that one. First down, New England.
It's a gain of 20. And the Patriots, first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Ooh. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 4. Now, May. He'll find the rookie third-round pick, Kyle Williams. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a first down.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why. You know, Mike, it's funny, when you're facing these really elite defensive linemen, sometimes it's easier to make them the read guy rather than actually try to block them. Unfortunately, they're elite for a reason, and sometimes they're still able to make the play like we saw here.
He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson gets him for a loss of 4, and that'll set up 3rd down.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angle so quickly because of that speed, so give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy, and this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
On 3rd and long, here's May. That's taken in by Holland. The defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts 3rd and 14.
19-yard line.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. And we'll get a whistle, stoppage, an injured Patriot without question. Something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Williams in motion. Throwing on 2nd down. May. And he'll take this down to the 6. That's good enough for 1st down. 1st and goal.
Even though defensively you haven't been able to get off the field, this is where you got to dig your heels in. This is where you got to make a stand. Okay, so you've given up a long drive. Force a field goal. Field goals and takeaways. That's red zone defense, and if they can come away with 3 here, I think they'd feel pretty good about it.
Here's a screen taken in by Henderson. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Way beyond Henderson. Touchdown, New England. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Rodriguez now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Patriots will cut it to a 2-point lead.
Lions 16, Patriots 14.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Lions offense ready to take over once again. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences. They know it's coming, and it's not going to be a lot of game.
And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. They'll pick up 23 on that one. Good for a Lions first down.
First down.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A run up the middle. It's Gibbs. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain. And we'll get a whistle. Stoppage. An injured Patriot without question. Something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Williams in motion. That is caught wide on the RPO. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's...
One quarter remains here in Super Bowl 59. EA Sports back for the 4th from SoFi after this. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. From the gun, it's Goff. He's got his man complete. That's to Small. 11 yards on the connection there. 1st down, Detroit.
First down, Lions.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up 1st downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again. And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
A 2nd down throw for Goff. That'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he's going to have a Lions 1st down. At least it would appear that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do give him the conversion on 3rd and 1.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
And he's in! Jared Goff! Touchdown, Detroit! Greg, that's the way to handle it. Up one, go down the field, get the touchdown, and extend the lead to 7.
Mike, the key for this offense is they were at their best when their best was needed. Being able to extend this lead late in the fourth quarter, they've got to be feeling pretty good about where things stand to close this game out.
Here's Bates for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions will make it a 2-score game as they are now up
23. Patriots 14.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Patriots offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. To throw is May. Has completed to Douglas. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
13 yards on the play.
13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
First down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Throwing is May. And look at his big target, Henry, over the middle. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete. Hunter Henry was the one he was looking to connect with. 3rd down coming up.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
He'll let this go deep for the end zone, and that is incomplete. He was looking for Stephon Diggs there. And now it's 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Again, working deep downfield.
Intended for Stephon Diggs. Incomplete. It's a turnover on downs.
Lions offense ready for this next possession. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. Here's Gibbs. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
Ball carrier. Tackle made at his 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From a couple of yards shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Gibbs. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
To the 49-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Out of the shotgun, it's gone. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
A gain of
A
26
big
yards.
one there on 3rd down.
First down,
Good for
Detroit.
26 yards.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
They'll run with Gibbs. And good hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
18-yard line.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Laporta in motion. Once again, it's Gibbs. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. They're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. Goff to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
Lions, 1st down.
Gives it to Gibbs. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal. New England going to take their 2nd timeout, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Now, Goff. And he'll take it on in. Isaac to Slaw. Touchdown, Lions. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Now Goff leads the Lions for a 2-point try.
The Lions will set up for the
Williams in motion. overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this two-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. Out of the gun, here's Med. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete. Demario Douglas, the intended target. And it'll be second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Makes it 3rd and
So
8.
often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
Throwing on third down is May. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Just under 2 minutes to play on Super Bowl Sunday. We're back to write a finish to the season after this. Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. This is caught. He's got a long way to go. And that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a fourth down, fourth quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs.
So the key to this play is when you're going to play pass coverage and you're going to drop in depth, you have to understand if the quarterback drops the ball off short, you need to rally tackle. You need to limit the run after the catch. Don't let that receiver pick up the first down. That's exactly what this defense was able to do in this situation. Tackle him short of the chains, force the turnover on downs.
They're going to run out of the gun with Gibbs. And now we get a timeout by the defense. So the clock stops with 1:50 left in the game.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
They'll try and run it here with Montgomery. And he will get into the end zone. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Detroit.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Bates now for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Lions will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Patriots 14.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. A return now from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to get back at it. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. He's found his receiver, Butte. And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
May to throw on 2nd down. They'll try to hit him with a screen. This one could be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's May. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They'll go. Here's May. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to pick up a Patriots 1st down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving, and then some.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage, and it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
He'll go underneath to Henderson, and he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and...
The long wait is finally over. The Detroit Lions have done it. They are Super Bowl champions. So this, a well-deserved celebration down on the field. You know, Greg, it wasn't totally mistake-free, but about as solid a performance as you could hope to have on the big stage in the big game.
And to think about all the people that had their hand in this, Mike, of course we see on the field the players, their ability to perform at such a high level goes without say, but then you think of the group around them, the coaching staff, their ability to game plan, and then the front office and the GM who put this roster together. Those are the efforts of a lot of people that went into this Super Bowl victory.
So that'll do it for another sensational season of the NFL on EA Sports. For our